Hey y'all, it's Katie. Welcome back to From My Vanity and welcome to the very first official video for KateMas. Yep, I'm going to be participating in Vlogmas this year. I am so very excited and I have wanted to do a Vlogmas type series on my channel for years now. I always have so much fun when other creators do this where they upload daily during the month of December, and I think it's just so much fun. It sounds like a lot of work, but there's just something really fun about looking forward to creating new content every single day and being able to share content that I can't typically share, especially since I only upload usually 2 to 3 times a week, and or if I'm sick, even less. You know how it is. Sometimes it can be hard, and with all the new releases constantly having to cover new makeup, I just wanted to have a month where I could just do fun things. I still will have my usual content, like we're going to do reviews from last month and all the makeup I tried. Still going to shop my stash for this month and, still going to do those usual videos, but there's a lot of really fun content I have planned, some tag videos that I've always wanted to do, and yeah, I'm finally going to be able to do it during the month of December. And I tried to come up with a really clever name for my Vlogmas since I'm not really vlogging, but the best I could come up with, KateMas, so that is what we're sticking with, that is what we're doing. And if you tune in every evening, I will have a new upload leading up to the 25th, Christmas Day. That will be my final upload probably for the year, because after that, going in to have a baby. If you were just here for the video that you saw in the title or in the thumbnail and whatnot, I will go ahead and leave a timestamp here so you can jump ahead if you're not interested at all in hearing about the giveaway or in entering the giveaway, or if you're watching this, after the month of December and the giveaway is no longer active, go ahead, jump ahead to here and you can get right into the point of this video, which is makeup that didn't leave an impression. To celebrate KateMas and just to celebrate the coming to the end of the year, new things coming in 2020, having my baby at the end of the month, and just having you guys all there to support me throughout this summer when I've been very spotty on my uploads and took so much time off of YouTube, I wanted to go ahead and have a giveaway because I've been wanting and meaning to do a giveaway for a while now, but just couldn't fit it in, couldn't get it all together. But as I was planning out my KateMas, I was like, you know what? I'm going to have a giveaway and just run it the entire month of December, and that'll just be a fun way to give back to you guys this month and let you guys know just how much I really do appreciate your support here on YouTube. All the details for this giveaway is going to be down below in the description box just to save time and not to draw out too long, but just to give you the kind of important details. It is going to be open international. There are 3 different winners. I have filled up medium flat rate boxes from the post office, and they are full of makeup. I am not going to be going through each one of these, but I think I did this in a previous giveaway. I am going to be flashing pictures of showing you what box 1, box 2, and box 3 have in them, and this is only like the pictures you're seeing. These are the products they are for sure gonna have. There is still a lot of room left, as you saw in that box, but once I go to pack it and I'm putting in all the protective layers and whatnot, if there is extra room, do not worry, I will add more to it. But these products that you see in the pictures are for sure going to be in that box, and I'm not going to have any kind of like one winner gets to choose the box. It's going to be randomly selected and sent out to the winners at the end of the month, so I hope that's okay with you guys. But I tried to be really even when I was splitting it up. So like each box had a eyeshadow palette around the same value, each box had a lip product around the same value, that kind of thing, so that when I pick the winners, I'm just going to randomly send one box to one person and there will be no choosing. So I hope that's okay with you guys. So yeah, I think that is everything I wanted to say. I don't want to make this intro too long because we have more to cover in this video. But yeah, the Rafflecopter form will be down below where you can find out what you need to do to enter. The only thing you have to do to be entered into this giveaway is to be a subscriber of my YouTube channel. But I always leave little extra things that you can do, like if you want to follow me on Twitter, if you want to follow me on Instagram, those type of things, that will be listed down below in that Rafflecopter form, so you can get extra entries if you want. But the only one requirement is that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, and yeah, that's gonna be it. But yeah, I really hope I'm not forgetting anything else that I wanted to share about this giveaway. Thank you guys so much for your support. As I said, this is a way for me to give back to you guys and just say thank you for all the support that you've been giving me over the past couple years that I've been on YouTube, and especially over this summer when I just went through a really rough patch and I've been trying to get back into YouTube and get back into regular uploads. And your guys' support and just sweet comments and encouraging comments and uplifting comments have just meant so much to me. So thank you so much, and I just hope this is one small way I can make a subscribers day, or 3 small ways, I guess, because 3 subscribers, there's going to be 3 different winners. So yeah, now moving on to the main reason for this video. I didn't want to do these in 2 separate videos because I have so many fun things planned for this month, but I thought it would be a lot of fun to talk about makeup that didn't leave an impression on me. So thinking about it, it's like makeup that I had bought or had gotten, I used up, I threw it away because it was all done, and then I basically forgotten about it until like maybe I'm scrolling on the Ulta website and be like, oh yeah, I remember like using that product, but like I think I liked it. I mean, I guess I didn't like it that much because I've never thought to repurchase it. So I hope that makes sense. It's a video idea I've wanted to do for so long, but again, just never have the time. I do want to also say this doesn't really include products that like I enjoyed and I just haven't repurchased, but I still think about. So an example that stood out to my mind is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I remember getting that, going through the bottle, absolutely loving it, but I've never repurchased it. But I still think about it a lot and just remember how much I enjoy it, and oftentimes I'm very tempted to buy it, but there's just so many new foundations that come out that I buy, that I try, that I can never justify repurchasing it yet. But I just wanted to throw that out there, that that doesn't count in this makeup that didn't leave an impression, because it definitely left an impression on me. Whenever I think of the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, I always want to get it because I remember enjoying it so much. I just haven't yet. So I just want to throw that little clarifier out. But yes, let's move on and start with the first product that I thought of immediately, and that kind of just brought this whole video idea to life, which, by the way, let me scoot over. Since I don't have any of these products anymore, I'm going to be putting pictures on the screen, and I want to give plenty of room for all that. And you guys can see, oh yeah, I didn't even address this. This is new starting this month. I put it up a couple days ago or whatnot, but yeah, this is going to be a permanent thing, but I figured it'd be fun to set it up just in time for KateMas. Okay, anyway, enough of the distractions. Let's jump into it. Yeah, the Benefit Porefessional Matte Rescue Primer. I remember trying this, and I guess I liked it. I got a like deluxe size sample, and I went through that and used it. I remember thinking it was nice, but I've never had the urge to buy it again. There's been a couple times when I've seen it and I was like, oh yeah, I think I like that. Like, I should try it again, but it's kind of like, I don't know. And maybe it's because it didn't leave that big enough impression on me that it made a difference. It was just a nice primer. And for me, I have a lot of nice primers that are from the drugstore and don't cost that much. So yeah, I don't know. I remember going through that entire bottle of the Benefit primer, but I have yet to repurchase it, and oftentimes I just forget all about it until I see it like browsing the Ulta website and be like, oh yeah, I remember trying that, but it didn't leave that big an impression on me. Another one would be the Marc Jacobs Gel Liners. I feel like when these first launched, they were super popular, and I remember getting like a deluxe size, I think from Sephora for a birthday or something like that, and I used it up. I thought it was super creamy, but I honestly forget about it, and I don't think it like really did anything that amazing that most drugstore gel liners don't already do for me. Like, I remember a lot of people saying that it stayed so well in the water liner that they had to like actually remove it from their water line at the end of the day. And I remember trying it and not finding that to be the fact. So for me, it was just kind of like, why would I pay that much money for just a standard, to me personally, type of gel liner that I could just get at the drugstore for a couple dollars? So yeah, that was another one that I forget all the time that I actually owned it, tried it, and used it all up, because it just wasn't that impressive to me, and I just have never had the urge to go out and repurchase it. Moving on, I also put the NARS Creamy Concealer. I forget what the actual title is, but it's this product right here. Another product that was so hyped on YouTube back in the day, and I remember finally wanting to like invest in my concealers, and I wanted to get a really good one because before this I'd only ever purchased concealers from the drugstore, and everyone always talks so highly of the NARS Creamy Concealer. I was like, you know what? It's got to be worth the money. It's got to be worth the money. And so I bought it, and it was nice, but maybe the drugstore is just getting that much better, but it never stood out to me to be anything that extraordinary. So I used it. I thought it was nice. I didn't notice like any crazy creasing. I noticed it stayed really well, but I also have a lot of concealers from the drugstore that stay really well and that don't really crease on me. One I'm thinking of is the Catrice concealer. That doesn't crease on me if I set it with a good powder. So yeah, when I finally did use that up, I just kind of put it in my trash pile and moved on with my life, and oftentimes I forget that I even did try that. I'll be browsing the Sephora Ulta website and be like, oh yeah, like I went through a whole tube of that. Do I want to repurchase it? Not really. Okay, this next one is so funny, but it is the Too Faced Primed and Poreless Primer. I got a deluxe size sample, I'm pretty sure. The reason I say it's so funny is because every time I read this list, I always go, wait, did I actually try that? Like, I don't remember trying that. But I think a little bit harder, and I distinctly remember having a little deluxe size sample and going through it, but it obviously didn't leave that big of an impression on me, because even when I see it on the Ulta website, it takes me a minute or two of thinking to be like, oh yeah, I did try that. what did I think about it? I literally can't remember my thoughts on it. Like, thinking back, I don't remember at all if I liked it or not. So obviously it didn't leave that much of an impression. This was pretty short to the point because, yeah, I can't remember at all if it worked for me, if it didn't, if I noticed anything. So I feel right there, this one should get in first place for being makeup that didn't leave an impression on me. Okay, so back when Kat Von D was a thing, like I'm talking 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago when I was first getting into makeup, I remember going in and one of the first high-end purchases I made was the Kat Von D concealer, because at the time, oh, this might even be 6 years ago because it was well before I got married, actually thinking about it. It might be, yeah, well before I got married. I remember going into Sephora right when the Sephora opened up. Like, this was the first Sephora in my town, the first like beauty store, makeup store you could go into and look around. And I remember going into there and I had a $25 gift card that I got for my birthday, and I bought the Kat Von D concealer because everyone always talked about how amazing it was, and at the time I was really struggling with acne, so I bought that and I was like, this is going to make it look like I have perfect skin. It's going to completely cover my acne. This is going to just be the answer to my acne problems. And it obviously didn't do that, because now with all my experience with makeup, I know that concealer doesn't really do that much. It can only do so much. Skincare is much more important, but it definitely didn't. I definitely remember it not answering all the problems that I had on my face, or completely covering it like I would see in the YouTube videos when people would, girls would use it, the Kat Von D concealer, they'd use it and I'd be like, oh my gosh, you can't even like really tell that she has acne anymore. Like, that's what I want. But I didn't know at the time that lighting really does help, and when you can conceal it enough, you know, the lighting will bounce off and you won't see the texture. But in real life, like, you can cover stuff, but you'll still see texture. So anyway, it's funny to think back on. But besides that distinct memory of being the first high-end concealer I paid for and really wanting it to erase my acne marks, I don't remember much else about it. I remember it being extremely thick and difficult to work with. I remember it being difficult to like blend well into my skin. I might have even gotten the really bad shade for me. I don't know. I don't think I ever used it under my eyes because I bought it wanting it for acne on my face. But yeah, trying to think back on it, I don't have a whole lot of memory on what I thought about it, besides that it totally failed my expectations in that it didn't erase my acne. But I mean, no concealer is going to do that. But I thought that was funny when I was thinking back over makeup that didn't leave an impression. I was like, I remember trying that and having such high hopes, and then those hopes just being dashed. Next up would be the YSL Blur Primer. Do you guys remember when this first came out and it was so revolutionary and amazing because it had little flecks of gold in it? I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I was actually sent this primer from Influencer, and I just thought I was going to look like a flawless goddess from there on out, because I never even looked at YSL. Like, it was so high-end and out of my realm of what I could afford or wanted to afford at the time that I never really looked at their products. So the fact that Influencer sent me a YSL product, I was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing, and this is going to just make me look flawless. And I got it, I used it, and it was just kind of like any other silicone primer. I don't know, nothing really in my memory thinking back, nothing stands out to me about that primer, except that you have to make sure you just use a little bit, because it's that very silicone dimethicone type of primer that if you use a bunch, your foundation is just going to feel like it slides and slips right off your face. So yeah, that was one of the first ones I thought of when I was putting this list together to do this video. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that primer. And I went and used it up, and it was just like, no, even if it was half the price, I feel like it didn't do that much. Nothing that amazing for me to ever want to go and repurchase it. So it's one that I often forget I even tried until I'll see it on the shelves, or I'll see it when I'm browsing on the internet and be like, oh yeah, I did own that. And yeah, I own that. Don't want to own it again. And then last up, I actually thought of this morning. I was on the Ulta website looking at some things, and it was a Tarteist Paint Mascara. And I know I tried this product. I know I went through a whole tube, but I cannot for the life of me think about what I thought about this product, good or bad. Like, trying to think, I don't think I hated it, but I obviously didn't love it that much if I've totally forgotten my thoughts on it. So I was like, you know what, that right there qualifies you for this video, Tarteist Paint Mascara. But yeah, that was a funny one. I saw it this morning and I was just like, oh yeah, like I remember that mascara. Did I like it? Did I hate it? I have no idea. I would have to go back and like read blog posts or look at old YouTube videos to see if I ever mentioned it, because I have zero memory when it comes to that mascara, so it obviously didn't leave that big of an impression on me. Alright you guys, so there you have it. Those are the products, the makeup products that just didn't leave an impression on me. This video was actually really challenging to put together because when you're talking about makeup that didn't leave an impression, it's really hard to remember that because it didn't leave an impression on you, so you tend to forget these products. So it took me a long time, and I've had this idea for a really long time, but it's taken me so long just to come up with all of the products that I've tried over the years that I've either, didn't leave a big enough impression for me to ever want to go back, or didn't leave an impression for me to even barely remember using them or to remember my thoughts on them. So I just thought this would be a really fun video and just something I wanted to share with you guys during KateMas. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have a channel, totally do this video. I'd love to see more people kind of pop up and do it and share their products that they've tried and just nothing about that product left an impression, or nothing about that product ever made them want to go out and buy it again. I am so excited for this upcoming month and getting to do KateMas and share 25 videos for sure with you guys through the month of December. As I said, once the 25th comes, I'm definitely taking a break because I'm going in to have this baby here. We are inducing, so I'm going to be busy after Christmas, but I have no idea when I'll get back to it. I have no idea when I'll have time to edit. Sometimes when you're a new mom and you have the help, you just need to unwind. I find that doing YouTube, or at least editing content that I already have, to be very relaxing. So who knows what my schedule will be like after the baby comes, but I definitely plan to come back January, the beginning of January and whatnot. But yeah, I'm just so excited to be able to do this year. It's something, like I said, that just had never worked out, and I've also been really scared to do, but this year I was like, you know what? No time like the present, Katie. You never know what the future will hold. Just do it and give it a go and see how it goes. So I'm really excited to take on this challenge of uploading daily up until Christmas, and I hope you guys enjoy it and all the fun content that I have planned. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Thank you guys so very much for your support, and I will see you very soon in my next video, which will be tomorrow. Bye guys.